a noble fleet of whalers a-sailing from Dundee, well manned by British sailors to work 'em on the sea. On a western ocean passage, none with them can compare, but the smartest ship to make the trip is the Baleiner, I declare. When the wind is on her quarter and her engine's working free, there's not another whaler a-sailing from Dundee can beat the old Baleiner. You needn't try her on, for we'll challenge all both large and small from Dundee to St. John. It happened on a Thursday, 4 days after we left Dundee. We carried off the quarter boats all in the raging sea. It took away her bulwarks, her stanchions and her rails. We left the whole concern, boys, a-floating in the gales. When the wind is on her quarter and her engine's working free, there's not another whaler a-sailing from Dundee can beat the old Baleiner. You needn't try her on, for we'll challenge all both large and small from Dundee to St. John. There's the new-built Terra Nova, she's a model with no doubt. The Arctic and Aurora you've heard so much about. There's Jackman's model mailboat, the terror of the sea. She couldn't beat the old Baleiner on a passage from Dundee. When the wind is on her quarter and her engine's working free, there's not another whaler a-sailing from Dundee can beat the old Baleiner. You needn't try her on, for we'll challenge all both large and small from Dundee to St. John. Old Jackman carries canvas and fairly raises steam, and Captain Guy with the errand boy goes ploughing through the stream. And Mullen declares the Eskimo would beat the bloomin' lot, but to beat the old Baleiner, boys, you'd find it rather hot. When the wind is on her quarter and her engine's working free, there's not another whaler a-sailing from Dundee can beat the old Baleiner. You needn't try her on, for we'll challenge all both large and small from Dundee to St. John. And now that we are landed where the rum is very cheap, we'll drink success to Captain Bernard's wealth for guiding us o'er the deep. A health to all our sweethearts and to our wives so fair. Not another ship could make the trip with the Baleiner, I declare. When the wind is on her quarter and her engine's working free, there's not another whaler a-sailing from Dundee can beat the old Baleiner. You needn't try her on, for we'll challenge all both large and small from Dundee to St. John. We'll challenge all both large and small from Dundee to St. John. There were 3 brothers in merry Scotland. In Scotland there lived brothers 3, and they did cast lots which of them should go, should go, should go, for to turn robber all on the salt sea. The lot it did fall upon Henry Martin, the youngest of all the 3, that he should turn robber all on the salt sea, the salt sea, the salt sea, for to maintain his 2 brothers and he. He hadn't been sailing but a long winter's night, part of a short winter's day, before he espied a stout lofty ship, lofty ship, lofty ship, come a-bearing down on him straightway. Oh, where are you bound for, cried Henry Martin? Where are you bound for, cries he? I'm a rich merchant ship bound for old London town, London town, London town. Pray for to let me pass free. Oh no, cries Henry Martin, that thing it never can be. For I have turned robber all on the salt sea, the salt sea, the salt sea, for to maintain my two brothers and me. So lower your topsails and brail up your mizzen, bring yourselves under my lee, or a fast-flowing ball I will fire at your tail, your tail, your tail, and send your dear bodies down in the salt sea. Then broadside for broadside, then at it they went, for fully 2 hours or 3, till Henry Martin gave to her the death shot, the death shot, the death shot, and straight to the bottom went she. Sad news to old England came, sad news I bring unto thee. There's been a rich vessel and she's cast away, cast away, cast away, and all of her merry men drowned. When I was a schoolboy, I lived at home at ease, but now I am a trawling man, I sail the wintry seas. I thought I'd like seafaring life, 'twas all right till I found 'twas a darn sight worse than slavery when we got on the ground. For it was haul, boys, haul, haul, boys, haul, heave away the capstan, lads, and let's get up to trawl. When the winds are blowing and the ships are gently rolling, me Emma, won't you be true to me? And every night in winter, as regular as a clock, it's on with your sou'wester, likewise your oilskin frock, and then up to the capstan, lads, and then we'll heave away. For that's the cry in the middle of the night as well as in the day. Haul, boys, haul, haul, boys, haul, heave away the capstan, lads, and let's get up the trawl. When the winds are blowing and the ships are gently rolling, me Emma, won't you be true to me? It was on one day, one certain day, when the Ramillies at her moorings lay, that very night a gale came on, and our ship from her anchorage away did run. The rain pouring down in terrible drops, the sea broke over our foretop, our yards and canvas neatly spread, we were thinking to weather the old Ram's Head. Our boatswain cries, my good fellows all, listen unto me while I blow my call. Launch out your boats, your lives for to save, or the seas this night will be our grave. Then overboard our boats we tossed, some got in but soon were lost. There were some in one place, some in another, the watch down below they all were smothered. When this sad news to Plymouth came, that the Ramillies was lost and all of her men, excepting two that told the tale, how that ship behaved in that dreadful gale. Come, all you pretty maidens, and weep along with me, for the loss of your true lovers in the Ramillies. All Plymouth town it flowed with tears, when they heard the news of that sad affair. Have you heard of a ship called the good Reuben James, manned by hard-fighting men, both of honour and fame? She flew the stars and stripes of the land of the free, but tonight she's in her grave at the bottom of the sea. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? It was there in the dark of that uncertain night that we watched for the U-boats and waited for a fight. Then a whine and a rock and a great explosion roared, and they laid the Reuben James on the cold ocean floor. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? Now tonight there are lights in our country so bright. In the farms and the cities they are telling of this fight. And now our mighty battleships will steam the bounding main and remember the name of the good Reuben James. Tell me, what were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? What were their names? Tell me, what were their names? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? Did you have a friend on the good Reuben James? The gallant frigate Amphitrite, she lay in Plymouth Sound. Blue Peter at her foremast head, for we were outward bound. We were waiting there for orders to take us far from home. Our orders came for Rio and thence around Cape Horn. When we arrived at Rio, we prepared for heavy gales. We set up all our rigging, boys, and we bent on all new sails. From ship to ship they cheered us as we did sail along, and wished us pleasant weather in rounding of Cape Horn. While beating off Magellan Straits, it blew exceeding hard, while shortening sail to gallant tars fell from our topsail yard. By angry seas the ropes we threw from their poor hands were torn. We were forced to leave them to the sharks that prowl around Cape Horn. When we got round the Horn, me boys, we had some glorious days, and very soon our killick dropped in Valparaiso Bay. The pretty girls came down in flocks, oh, I solemnly do swear, they're far before them Plymouth girls with their dark and curly hair. jolly sailor when he spends his money free. They'll laugh and sing and a merry, merry be, and they'll have a jovial spree. And when your money is all gone, oh, they won't on you impose. They are not like them Plymouth girls that'll pawn and sell your clothes. Farewell to Valparaiso, and farewell for a while. Likewise to all them Spanish girls along the coast of Chile. And if ever I live to be paid off, oh, I'll sit and I'll sing this song. God bless them pretty Spanish girls we left around Cape Horn. When HMS Hood went down in the deep, that was the news that made most mothers weep. For their sons who had fought for their country so proud lie deep down below with the sea for a shroud. They're sleeping in heavenly peace, sleeping in heavenly peace. Then came the day with her guns in full play. The Hood, she was sunk that sad day in May. They had a duty that they had to do. We're all so proud of the red, white and blue. But for our boys we are sad. Yes, for our boys we're sad. 'Twas King George V, the Prince of Wales too. They took in hand what the Hood had to do. The Norfolk, the Suffolk, Dorsetshire as well, together with Rodney, sent Bismarck to hell. Now the seas, they are clear, all is well. Yes, the seas, they are clear, all is well. So mothers and wives and sweethearts, be proud. Though your boys lie below with the sea for a shroud, they were fighting for freedom, let's never forget. For us to be British, and British we're yet. They're sleeping in heavenly peace, sleeping in heavenly peace, sleeping in heavenly peace, sleeping in heavenly peace. Come all you seamen bold, and draw near, and draw near. Come all you seamen bold, and draw near. I sing of an admiral's fame, brave Benbow was his name, how he fought all on the main. You shall hear, you shall hear. Brave Benbow, he set sail for to fight, for to fight. Brave Benbow, he set sail for to fight. Brave Benbow, he set sail with a sweet and pleasing gale, but his captains they turned tail in a fright, in a fright. Says Kirby unto Wade, I will run, I will run. Says Kirby unto Wade, I will run. For I value not disgrace, nor the losing of my place, but the enemy I'll not face, nor his guns, nor his guns. The Ruby and Benbow fought the French, fought the French. The Ruby and Benbow fought the French. They fought them up and down, till the blood came trickling down, till the blood came trickling down, where they lay, where they lay. Brave Benbow lost his legs by chain shot, by chain shot. Brave Benbow lost his legs by chain shot. Brave Benbow lost his legs, then down on his stumps he begs. Fight on, my English lads, 'tis our lot, 'tis our lot. As the surgeon dressed his wounds, cries Benbow, cries Benbow. As the surgeon dressed his wounds, cries Benbow. Let a cradle now in haste on the quarter deck be placed, that the enemy I may face till I die, till I die. 'Twas on Tuesday morning last, Benbow died, Benbow died. On Tuesday morning last, Benbow died. What a shocking thing to see, Admiral Benbow carried away. He was buried in Kingston Church, there he lies, there he lies. Well, a crabbiest ship the yards ever laid steamed out of Plymouth on a winter's day. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. She was laid down in Nelson's time, held together with seamen twine. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Her keel is buckled, her rudder won't turn. She's steered by a doby bucket hung on the stern. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Even the fiddling's all a cock, we've a tan a corn dog from Devonport dock. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. We reached Grand Harbour in the month of May, when we met with the Daiso in Beagie Bay. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Well, the lashings parted, the bottom fell out. There were 4 dozen matlows swimming all about. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. If there hadn't been so much tickler to save, we all would have met with a watery grave. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Well, the moral of the story's easy to tell. 'cause we're in the naffy, but the skipper's in hell. We're waiting for the day, waiting for the day, waiting for the day that we get our pay, waiting for the day that we get our pay. Oh, they built the great Titanic for to sail the ocean blue, and they thought they had a ship that the sea would never get through. But it was on her maiden trip that an iceberg hit the ship. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad, it was sad when that great ship went down. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. Oh, she was far from England and approaching to the shore, when the rich, they refused to associate with the poor. So they put them down below where they were first to go. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad, it was sad when that great ship went down. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. As the humble closed their eyes in the darkness of the hold, the rich upstairs, they were playing cards for gold. And they laughed when a sailor said, "There's icebergs up ahead." It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad, it was sad when that great ship went down. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. When the captain heard the news from a seaman up the mast, he said, "Steady boys, we'd better not go too fast." But the company in their greed said, "You must increase your speed." It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad, it was sad when that great ship went down. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. The ship was full of sin and the sides about to burst, when the captain, he shouted, "Women and children first." The captain tried to wire, but the lines were all on fire. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad, it was sad when that great ship went down. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. Oh, they swung the lifeboats out o'er the deep and raging sea, while the band on board played "Nearer, My God, to Thee." Little children wept and cried as the waves swept o'er the side. It was sad when that great ship went down. It was sad, it was sad, it was sad when that great ship went down. Husbands and wives, little children lost their lives. It was sad when that great ship went down. Yes, it was sad when that great ship went down. Now the Chesapeake's a bold sail from Boston, we've been told, for to take the British frigate neat and handy, oh. All the people in the port, they came out to see the sport, and the band was playing Yankee Doodle Dandy, oh. The British frigate's name, which for the purpose came, for to cool the Yankee courage neat and handy, oh, was the Shannon. Captain broke and all her crew were hearts of oak, and at fighting were avowed to be the dandy, oh. Just before the fight begun, said the Yankees full of fun, we'll tow her into Boston neat and handy, oh. And then afterwards we'll dine with our sweethearts and our wives, and we'll dance the jig called Yankee Doodle Dandy, oh. But the fight had scarce begun before they flinched from their guns, which at first they started working neat and handy, oh. Then brave Brokey waved his sword, crying, now my lads aboard, and we'll stop them playing Yankee Doodle Dandy, oh. They no sooner heard the word than they quickly jumped aboard and hauled down the Yankee colours neat and handy, oh. Notwithstanding all their brag, soon the glorious British flag at the Yankee mizzen peak was quite the dandy, oh. Here's a health brave broke to you, to your officers and crew, who on board the Shannon frigate fought so handy, oh. And may it always prove that in fighting and in love, the British tar forever is the dandy, oh. Once more for Greenland we are bound, to leave you all behind. Our ship is painted green and our blubber hooks are keen, and we sail before the icy wind. Left our sweethearts and our wives a-weeping on the pier. Cheer up, my dear, we soon shall return, for it's only half a year. With tarry dress we reached Stromness, where we did go ashore, with whalermen scarce and the water even less. We had to take on more. And when we come to the northern ice, we crowded on full sail. Each boat was manned with a keen and lively band, all for to hunt the whale. Now dark and dreary grows the night, and the stars begin to dawn, with the chasing of the whale and the drying of the oil, that it seems like we'll never return. Our 6 months being done, we tie up again, and the lads all go ashore, with plenty of brass and a bonny, bonny lass, for to make them taverns roar. To Greenland's coast we'll drink a toast, and to them we love so dear, and across the icy main to the whaling grounds again we'll take a trip next year. D-Day boatin', oh we're D-Day boatin', bullets flying but we're still floatin'. D-Day boatin', oh we're D-Day boatin', we're we're all ready for sea. We're all ready for sea. They had a meeting of the Allied Nations, a boat trip Tuesday for some liberation. Lots of heavy armour going across the sea. So follow me, boys, we're off to Normandy. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. Bullets flying but we're still floating. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. We're all ready for sea. We're all ready for sea. The date for sailing is the 6th of June. Watch out, Adolf, we'll be there soon. Straight across the channel on a freedom dash. We're going to singe the whiskers on your old moustache. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. Bullets flying but we're still floating. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. We're all ready for sea. We're all ready for sea. At Dunkirk we took a lot of metal. We're coming back, we've got a score to settle. No more fighting and running away. This time we're coming back to stay. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. Bullets flying but we're still floating. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. We're all ready for sea. We're all ready for sea. D-Day servicemen of every nation made a little trip for the world's salvation. Big ships sailing and the small boats floating. The 6th of June we went a D-Day boating. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. Bullets flying but we're still floating. D-Day boating, oh we're D-Day boating. We're all ready for sea. 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 Come all you wild young men, and a warning take by me, and see you go no more, me brave boys, into any strange foreign country. Into any strange foreign country. And see you go no more, me brave boys, into any strange foreign country. As I myself have done, the very last day in May, it was then that I parted from all of my friends, for I could no longer stay. For I could no longer stay. It was then that I parted from all of my friends, for I could no longer stay. From Portsmouth town I went, to London it was my intent, but by the press masters I was pressed, and to the sea I was sent. And to the sea I was sent, but by the press masters I was pressed, and to the sea I was sent. We sailed all that long night, and part of the very next day. The first ship we spied was a French man-of-war, and at length we were forced to draw nigh. And at length we were forced to draw nigh. The first ship we spied was a French man-of-war, and at length we were forced to draw nigh. We bore her head upright, and our bloody flag we let fly, and then every man he was prepared, but the Lord knows who should die. But the Lord knows who should die. And then every man he was prepared, but the Lord knows who should die. Our captain was wounded full sore, and 70 more of our men. Our mast and yards and rigging, they were all shot away, till at last we were forced to give in. Till at last we were forced to give in. Our mast and yards and rigging, they were all shot away, till at last we were forced to give in. Our decks were all spattered with blood, and so loudly the great guns did roar, and many was the time that I wished myself at home, all along with my Polly on the shore. All along with my Polly on the shore. And many was the time that I wished myself at home, all along with my Polly on the shore. She's a tall and a slender young girl, with a dark and a rolling eye. And here I lie a-bleeding on the deck, and it's all for her safety I shall die. And it's all for her safety I shall die. And here I lie a-bleeding on the deck, and it's all for her safety I shall die. There was a jolly ship built in Nazi Germany, and the name of the ship was the Admiral Graf, Spee, and she looted merchantmen of every nationality as she sailed upon the rolling, bowling, as she sailed upon the rolling sea. She met 3 cruisers of the British Navy, and to stop them she knew would put Berlin on the spree. Her commander laughed aloud, now a merry game we'll see, for I'll sink them neath the rolling, bowling, I'll sink them neath the rolling sea. Then she fired her mighty guns, did the Admiral Graf Spee. Her captain laughed aloud and he hugged himself with glee, but he swore a mighty oath as the little cruisers 3 came dashing o'er the rolling, bowling, came dashing o'er the rolling sea. To the helm, quick he cried, and turned tail most speedily. O'er our Führer's small moustache we never more may live to see. With his tail between his legs, in his ear a lively flea, he went scurrying through the rolling, bowling. He went scurrying through the rolling sea. Yes, the Hun he ran for cover, where the world his wounds could see. For the British bulldog's bite, it had hurt him painfully, and the foeman speeding forward knew the fight that they had seen would end beneath the rolling, bowling, would end beneath the rolling sea. Yes, and that was the end of the Admiral Graf Spee, and perhaps it was for this that a pocket ship was she. For in Davy Jones's pocket scuttled most ingloriously, she rusts beneath the rolling, bowling. She rusts beneath the rolling sea. Yes, she rusts beneath the rolling, bowling. She rusts beneath the rolling sea. When the Alabama's keel was laid, roll, Alabama, roll. It was laid in the yard of Jonathan Laird. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. It was laid in the yard of Jonathan Laird. Roll, Alabama, roll. It was laid in the town of Birkenhead. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. Down the river Mersey she rode then. Roll, Alabama, roll. Liverpool fitted her with guns and men. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. From the western isles she sailed forth. Roll, Alabama, roll. To destroy the commerce of the north. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. Into Cherbourg port she sailed one day. Roll, Alabama, roll. To take account of her prize money. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. Many a sailor lad he saw his doom. Roll, Alabama, roll. When the Kearsarge hove in view. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. A bow from the forward pivot that day. Roll, Alabama, roll. Shot the Alabama stern away. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. Off the 3-mile limit in 64. Roll, Alabama, roll. The Alabama sank to the ocean floor. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll. Oh, roll, Alabama, roll.